again, chat. How's it going on a Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, as a matter of fact? Hope everybody's doing well and having a good time. I'm on day 4 of self-imposed COVID quarantine. I do not have COVID, but I'm staying away from everybody I know for another 48 hours just to be extra safe, because I was exposed to it earlier in the week. So far feeling fine, so no worries there. Thought I would hop back into the stream today just due to the fact that I wanted to try some new stuff. So as you'll note, right now you're seeing me and I look quite a bit different. I'm in a different Just Me view, which has a much bigger presentation, so you can see a lot more of me. And so we're going to do that whole deal. Then on top of that, I've got the chat up in the Just Now view, so you can see that as well, which is kind of neat. So hopefully that'll work out pretty well. Now, when we get to the game presentation, which maybe I'll just flip to that right now. Let's see if I hit this button here. Flip to the game presentation, and you'll notice that this has probably changed a little bit too. Not a lot, it's about the same deal, but I also have a new presentation for chat. And I've used this one a little bit in the past, but today it's a little bit different because today I've actually got it working, and I've got follower goals and recent followers and all kinds of stuff on the screen. So I might just stay in this view today, just to see how it feels, especially if we have some people chatting, because that would be fun. The other thing I've done, and this will be very interesting, is I've added a Giphy integration so that if you're watching, you can toss memes over the stream. So that'll be really interesting. Hopefully nobody abuses it, but we'll see how it goes, because I like the idea of doing it. And for those of you who've watched Frostbite Golf for a long time, you know that there have been times where we've thrown memes over. But now I've got a brand new meme throw over editor doodad, and I'm hoping that that's going to make things interesting. So for example, let's see if this works. So there you go. So that was me right now. You see on the stream, clicking the little Giphy button, and then I can throw something up. It disappears again. It just hops off over the stream for a little bit. So hopefully everybody watching and following can have some fun with that. And go ahead and throw up some gifts for everybody else to see, which I think would be really cool. The only downside is that I don't think there's a way I get to see it, which is kind of a problem. So I might have to solve for that at some point so that I can like more easily see what's happening. I'll probably only be able to see them in the replay. But anyways, we'll see how that goes. That should be fun. All right, so we're trying some new stuff today, which is great. So I thought if we're going to try some new stuff, let's try some new stuff on a course I've never seen before that looked really interesting. So we could have like a chill round today, no expectations. We're just burning some time before the big game. And for that, I have picked a golf course called Das Verblassen. Is that what it's called? I can never remember the name of this thing because it's in German. You would think of all the people who can speak German. I can speak better German than I can. I cannot. But anyways, this is the golf course that is modeled out of a volcano. And it looked really cool. It's a fantasy golf course. So we're just gonna play this thing, 10-step greens, force realistic, in calm weather. We're gonna play it mostly on recommended settings. Our goal today is to just have fun. We're just gonna have fun. We're gonna play a nice chill 18 holes. Talk a little bit about football, I suppose. You know, that kind of thing. And this place has got massive wind noise. So I'm gonna crank the volume down on my TV back here so I don't have to listen to wind noises all day. All right. All right, so let's have a nice chill 18. We'll talk about football, I'm sure. We'll talk a little bit about golf and so on and so forth. Maybe I'll leave us up in the main view for now. I'll leave us up in the main view for now, and if people want to start chatting, then I'll toss the chat view up. And that'll probably be my MO going forward. I'll stay in this view, but hey, if people want to chat, the chat is so hard to read when it's overlaid over the top of this thing. So it's kind of a mess. But anyhow, go ahead and feel free to chat it up. We're going to talk about football today. Being the game's coming up here in only a couple hours. Meanwhile, we can put this on the chalkboard because nobody has ever played at this place, of course. It's very new. So I can go ahead and, toss it up on the board. So we'd like to go low here. We'd like to have a nice low round so we can put a good number up on the board. So this is an interesting first hole. I've seen the first 2 holes. That's all I've seen in this course. So here we're aiming for that big chunk of lava behind us. So that's a thing that's happening. Oh, and then I'm way high and way right. Go hard. Go hard. That was a real terrible drive. Whew. Took a little bit of a break between my warm-up and starting the stream. And it shows, because this is not that long of a hole, and I got a long way to go. Alright. Well, this is not how we wanted to start, but we'll start this way anyways, because, you know, reasons. Will I have enough to get up that ridge? The answer is no way in hell. Not a chance. So that's all I need, because that was a very bad first drive. I could hit that ball 100 yards further. And that turns that into a very different shot. Alright, so instead we gotta hit a little chip, try to get a par, go on to the second hole. So what's everybody else doing on their Sunday? I finished reading a book last night, which was great. I did a little work this morning. Still have a little work to do, but in all honesty, since I'm stuck at home watching the game by myself, I'll almost certainly do that work while I'm stuck at home watching the game. So that will happen. Oh yeah, stay there. There we go. All right, well that was a hard start. Not bad considering I'm gonna have to hit that drive. So yeah, I don't know. I'm one of those people who doesn't really root for this game that much. I could really care less who wins. As a Steelers fan, of course, once the Steelers are out, my caring for who wins or loses really kind of goes out the window. On the one hand, I would like to see somebody else win a Super Bowl, and it's been a while since the Eagles have won one, so that would be neat. On the other hand, Juju Smith-Schuster, the longtime Steeler, is now playing for the Chiefs, and I always liked him, so it'd be fun to see him win a Super Bowl. But on the whole, I really don't care who wins. Alright, so second hole, a little shorter. See the pirate ship in the background, which is a really nice touch on this course. This guy really went all out on this thing. That was a much better drive than the first one, holy cow. Don't be too far now. Oh yeah, we're gonna like that one. Yep, we are going to like that one a lot. Okay. So that's going to leave us 84 to a pretty front pin. And that front pin is, oh my god, on one heck of a two-tiered green. Okay, well that shouldn't affect me at all. So, got to carry this thing about 90 yards. Let my spin do the rest. That's the plan. That is way short. Way short. And look at that, because it's way short, I got a good bounce, and we'll pretend I planned that. I planned on hitting it past and ripping it back. Instead, I bumped it forward and got a birdie the old-fashioned way. All right, well, we'll take that. For every bad bounce you ever get, we'll take a good bounce too. All right, 191, 13 up. So this is going to play like a longie. I'm going to need probably a 4-iron to rip at this thing. And I'm just going to have to hit it far enough to get past that bunker that's guarding the front. That is my goal. All right. All right, so 191, let's get this done. Oh, way right. That was pretty awful. Probably got that bunker written all over it, doesn't it? Yep, it does. All right, did not close that face whatsoever. All right, that happened. That happened. All right. All right, so 35 out of the bunker. What do we got topography-wise? Looks like it's gonna go left to right. Probably the whole way, but look at that. So, left to right, we're saying 3.3 degrees right. So this one we want to aim way up here. And let that 3.3 degrees, that means it's coming out right, and then the slope hopefully takes us the rest of the way. All right, 35 out of bunker, need to splash this. I like that, I do not like that at all. What am I talking about? That was fucking terrible. Wow. Huh. Don't know really what I did there, other than hit it poorly, I guess. Oh. Hit a little high on the face by the look of it. I mean, 33 yards, I carried it according to that 30 yards. I got 19 yards out of it, and then yeah, that bunker got me. That's too bad. All right, well, if we want to stay on the car now, we got to make this ugly looking thing. This is not a small breaker either. 16 yards, which is about 48 feet. It's a little uphill, so it's basically a 50-footer on 10 stiff greens. So first time I've had to putt today, believe it or not, on the third hole. Got a gimme for par on the first, got a gimme for birdie on the second. The only way I get a gimme here is if I get a gimme for bogey. Trying to hit the cycle. What are we doing here? I pulled that. Come on, get down that hill. I didn't hit it hard enough either. That was a bad pull, and I didn't hit it. Oh boy, all right. I mean, this is just to chill around. I don't really care how much I win or how much I lose here, but at the same time, I also don't want to like keep bogeying holes like a dick. All right. So that's a bogey. I got a bogey because of that real crap sand shot I hit, so that's too bad. All right. I think a drink might even be in order at some point. If it is, though, I'll wait until the turn. So what do we got here, dear viewers? We have a very short, very short par 5. Oh, so you see what's going on there. You have to be able to carry this thing quite a long ways to clear this lava. If you don't lay up, then this is a legit par 5. So that says 260 yards to clear it. Now it's 20 downhill. So that means I don't really need to clear it 260 in the air. If I had a good 250 shot here, it's probably enough. So we're gonna go for it. Why? Because, you know, hey, it didn't fly all this way. So lay up. And it's a Super Bowl round. We're having a nice chill Super Bowl round today, so nothing to lose. All right, trying to launch it over the lava. Here we go. That hopefully is enough, but who knows? Oh yeah, that is enough and then some. A little off balance in that finish. And I got a terrible bounce there, but it got the job done, and now we can go at it in 2, 1, 7, 4, 11 downhill. Yeah, if you can hit that driver, this is a pretty doable 5, considering I'm only gonna pack like an 8 iron into this thing. Hopefully I had a good shot here, give myself a nice little eagle putt. All right, we don't mind that either. So it's down in the bowl again. Pirate ship in the background, I still like that. That's a pole. Come on, hit that hill and come down. Hit that, oh my God, what the flock. I got lucky there. Hit that hill and come down, come on, there it is. Look at this. Look at this luck box I am today. Come on, keep rolling. I'm gonna speed it up a little. That was a luck box if ever there was one. That shot was a good 15 yards short of its mark. Hit it on the inside of the club by the look of it. And yet we've got a putt for eagle. A 24-foot makeable putt for eagle here. We lucked our way, I think, into a birdie on the first. And we luck our way into an eagle on the second. I don't even know if I want to give away the hole here. very doable. Do we want to go right at the edge? Or do we want to stay inside? I think we want to stay inside. Let's go right there. All right, so 24 feet, way downhill. More like an 18-footer. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yo, Brandon! Oh, bud. A birdie. But not the birdie we wanted, because that had eagle written all over it. And I read it right. I just needed to give it an ounce more. Look at this hole. Okay, so we got a burning cauldron of doom on the right. And yeah, boy, that is a difficult hole. It pinches in right in the spot we want to end up. All right, well, we could lay up with a 3-wood here, try to take the danger out of play, and then try to rip a long one into this hole. We're not going to. Instead, we're going to hit the driver, try to hit a really nice straight drive here down the throat, and have a smaller club into this green. And I missed it into the cauldron. Sit, sit, sit. That's dead. That's got to be dead. Hit the rocks. Oh, I gotta be about. Stop, stop. Oh, I'm feeling a great deal of luck going on right now because that was a very terrible driver. And yet we got something out of that. So now 3 up in the rough. This is going to require a poke. All right. All right, let's see what happens. Gonna miss that one to the right, I guess. Is what's gonna happen. Could still find the green though. Still gonna find the green. In fact, it might even come back just a little. I would argue on that lie out of the rough, that's a good outcome. Not a bad outcome there at all. All right, so this is an awful long putt for par, but that pretty much happened the moment we hit our driver that pour, so we'll accept it. All right, so we've got a double breaker. Gonna break a little bit more at the end by the look of it. 60 feet. All right, 60 footer. Level. Did I hit it hard enough? Did I hit it hard enough? The answer is no. Brandon, these are 10 stem greens, bud. You've got to be a little bit more forceful with those putts. Oh, brother. Got to get myself into a more gimme situation so I don't have to make these dumb things here. All right, 90. God blessed. All right, well, that's a 3-putt bogey, and we're back to even par. What a round this has been so far. That is a weird, giant, like, curvature in the middle of this fairway. But a weird round so far. Been making some birdies, and then making some bogeys. Just nothing good happening. That's right, we're on 6 already. Again, we're just having a chill round. Testing out my new features just to see how they worked. Everybody's hopefully having a good time. Just kicking back and relaxing. All right, hit a drive here. That was hit like garbage, and it fell over while I swung. That's gonna look real good for the brand. And because it was hit like garbage, I am down in this hill with no method of escape. So if you hit your drive there relatively decently, you have a shot at doing something. Instead, I get to hit this shot, which is the I can go fuck myself shot. Really just because, yeah, I was not good enough to get it up that hill. And yeah, just not a good time to spray a crap drive. That's what I did. All right, let's hit it up this hill. All right, we got it up the hill. Will it be enough? Oh, geez, this is plenty of enough. All right, that's a good recovery, though. All right, that was a good recovery. All right, well, the greens have certainly been moving. I mean, they're mostly moving one way. I haven't had a lot of like crazy. 23 feet. This is downhill too, so this is gonna break a bunch. All right. That was pretty firm. Wow. Yeah, a little firm. A little firm and big pole though, unfortunately. All right, well, through the first quarter of the thing, I'll say so far it's interesting. A lot of elevation change. I think it's a really neat looking course. A lot of these big gaps here where you really have to decide how do you want to play this hole. Like, look at this. This is a par 5. What are you going to do if you're a guy who doesn't hit it very far? You got to aim down here, right? In my case, I have to hit a very solid shot to get over this shut. So again, this is the second par 5 that I played, and both the par 5s are very similar in that they set up the lava pit in your driving zone and challenge you to play over it. All right, so I need a drive, a good drive here. A bad drive is in the lava. That has got to go. That has got to go. Well, it's going to be enough. Okay, not my finest, but I mean, I got the job done. Now we got options. Oh boy, not many options though. 263 away. All right, this is gonna be a haul. All right, so I'll take a 3-wood after this beast, see what happens. Definitely left the club open, huh? That was the right club. Had to hit it a little straighter. I had a pretty good opportunity for putt. Instead, a 39-yard chip. This is a Brandon special. And that is a cruise ship in the background. No more pirate ships. Now we got Bond villain cruise ships in the background, which is pretty slick. All right. Hold that on the line I wanted, so that didn't quite get there. But we got a pretty good opportunity here to make this nice straight putt for a birdie. Get back to 1 under. Not much to this one. We'll stay inside. Oh, come back here. No, that's too far. I want to let it out. There we go. That's the one we want. 90. All right, that's birdie. We go back under par. Going at 8. We cross the giant bay here. So, yeah, what's everybody eating today? What's on the menu for food today? I don't know what I'm going to eat when I get back inside the house, being an honest person. All right, 102. Big pole. Big pole, buddy. That's going to have a lot of spin, yeah? Shoot. Came over the top of that one. That is awesome. All right, well, let's see if we can't make it 2 in a row. Start ourselves up a little birdie trade. It's gonna break a lot in the beginning. it's gonna slowly break. So maybe right about there. 5 feet up, 24. 5 inches up, I mean. That was it pretty hard, and I think I pushed it. I did push it. Okay. Well, that's another in a long string of pars. So pretty good at getting pars, not very good at getting birdies right now, even though I have 2 of them on the books. Oh, and another one of these. Can I drive over the crap holes? Well, every time I've tried to drive it over the lava, I have successfully driven it over the lava. So we will try to keep that streak going. We'll try to be 3 for 3. Not a lot happening in the chat today, huh? Everybody's getting ready to put themselves into a nice, good old-fashioned carb coma for the Super Bowl, perhaps. That should be enough. Yet again, enough to clear the lava. We have successfully cleared the lava. Oh, look at that bounce back off that huge ridge. Oh, the huge ridges in the fairway are very interesting. And now we've got 93 up a giant hill. A little bit of a bump in front of it. Okay. This is kind of a tweener club for me then. Maybe a little more than I need, but I'd rather have more and not need it than the other way around. I like that yardage. Yep, a baby tug. Otherwise, boy, that was a good shot. 2 degree, 2.5 degree tug. So a little bit of a pull there, but not bad. All right, let's try to get it done here. How much is too much? 13 feet. Hey, there we go, and we got ourselves a birdie. Take it to 2, under par. Ah. Oh, that's awesome. So I've been getting text messages while I've been standing here, and been really trying to avoid them for the most part, just because I don't want to. It's not fun for you stream people to watch me talk on my phone all the time. But a friend of mine just sent a picture. Her father is volunteering down at the Waste Management Open down in Scottsdale, which is of course this weekend. And yeah, today you got to take a picture with Jerome Bettis, one of my all-time favorite Steelers. So that's pretty cool. I'd love to meet the bus. Oh, left the face open. Left that face open. But we're gonna get away with it. Jerome Bettis, that is cool. That guy was the epitome of a Pittsburgh Steeler. I realized he started his career as a Ram, but boy, he was exactly what it meant to be a Steeler, you know, just hard-nosed football, just a really nice guy. And then gets to the field and just wants to run you over on his way to the end zone. Pretty agile for a big dude, though. I always remember that about him. Had great footwork. That might be too much. It's got to spin a little. Spin back. Hey, there we go. All right, we like that one. Let's get a birdie train started to end the day before we go in for the Super Bowl. All right, I got to text my friend back that. I got to text my friend that back because that's just too awesome not to immediately reply to. Yep, too awesome to reply to. I had to do it on the spot. All right, so 195, 6 up. This is going to require a healthy poke again. A couple of these par 3s on this fantasy course, though, have some length. This is, I think, my second par 3 where I've taken a 4-iron after it. So that ain't just any par 3. That's got a little weight to it. All right, 195. Oh, I hit it well, but I pulled it. Just stay there now, not too much. Oh yeah, that'll be just fine. Hey, in real life, if you gave me that shot, I'd tell you anything on the green is probably a win, and that is definitely on the green. Grab a few golf balls here. While I'm doing that, a reminder to anybody who's watching this that we are T-minus 13 days away from the Frostbite Golf Hot Ones Challenge. 9 holes, a progressive Hot Ones sauce with every hole to see who will give in first. That is going to be quite a day. We will be streaming it live on Twitch. We will put it up on YouTube after the fact. It's going to be quite a deal. So you won't want to miss it. 39. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, just a little too firm for that line. I like that putt though. Yes, you will not want to waste it. You know a great way not to miss great content like the up-and-coming Hot Ones Challenge, people? A great way to not miss that content is to follow us. If you follow us on Twitch or subscribe on YouTube, you will never be able to miss a Hot Wings Challenge. So you're not going to want to miss that. Trust me, it's going to be worth it. Tune in to watch at least 4 of us. Right now there are 4 people who signed up, 3 of whom will actually be golfing. Watch us suffer. All right, so if I was actually trying to protect this 3-under lead, I would consider laying up here. However, I'm not considering that. I'm just going to try to carry. I was going to try to hit a cut, but I am notorious for not being able to hit a cut. So I'm just going to try to launch it over that facade there. Oh boy, I don't know if I would have made it. All right, that's going to be in the rough. That's fine. We're going to deal with the rough. I don't like it, but better than hitting that rock. I don't know if I would have made it over that rock. Oh, and then my reward for this is some giant, awful, awful, awful lie. 136, I have backstop, but I'm probably not going to generate a ton of spin here. Although coming out of a lie this low doesn't mean it's going to want to stop. 152-ish, 150, do I hit a 9 or an 8? I think a featherweight and 8 up there. So this is more club than I probably need. We've got a giant hill we got to get up. I'm also coming out of the rough. I'm also sitting slightly down. And I have the backstop, so I can hit this a little firm. A little firm is fine. That was not, I didn't get all of it. I didn't get all of it, but to be honest, had I hit the green, that's probably fine. I just didn't hit it nearly good enough to get that done. Okay. Alright, well, we can chip this in though, and still make it work. Premium on this course about being in the fairway so you can see what you're aiming at. And you take some of that length ambiguity out of play, all things I can understand. Alright, here we go. We got 16. That's not hard enough. Oh, maybe it is. Oh, maybe it is. All right, well, never mind. Shut my mouth. Whoa, that was a birdie? How was that a birdie? That was a par 5? Really? That was a par 5. All right, look at that again real quick. That was a par 5. Wow. So again, I assume that was a par 5 because they assume nobody's going to take driver at those rocks because you're not going to get over the rocks. That being said, I was foolish enough to take driver at the rocks, did not get it over the rocks, just missed the rocks off the left and got away with it. So, sure. So that happened. All right, well, let's keep it going then. 4 under through 12. So we started off even, I think, through the first 6. And we ramped up on that second leg. Now we come to the last third before our Super Bowl Sunday. We want to finish strong and put a couple more birds on the board. Here we go. That was a terrible shot. What is over there, one wonders? Well, that's going to cut some yardage out of the hole, even though I'm going to be in the deep, deep awful. Yeah, so 363-yard hole, I'm going to be in the crap. All right. So this is a deep, deep, thick lie. We got to anticipate it's going to hurt my bounce out of here. We got to anticipate it's going to yank me a little bit. I am level though. Okay. That was a big, big honking pull. So again, this will be fine in the sense that at least I get to putt, but my God. That was ugly. That was ugly. All right, well, speaking of ugly, we're going to give this 51-foot putt. I'd argue this is the definition of pretty ugly. It's a lot of time for this thing to work on this ball strike. All right, 51. That was a little bit of a pull, I think, wasn't it? Yes, that was not a little pull. That was a huge mondo pull. So, all right, we'll take our par. That started with a bad drive, bad second, bad third. Still a give me par. So that is, if you can make a par doing dumb shit, that's that right there, my friends. That is the way you do it. All right, so this is legitimately hard par 4 because look at this. There's no cheat in this hole. All right. Let's get it going. Dear viewers, all right, a little off balance there. On the other hand, though, that was a pretty good strike. It's going to leave a long way home, though. This hole, another like 10, 15 yards, is an easy par 5. All right, so wow, this is a long one. I love that lava effect, though, don't you? I mean, you see it on that lava waterfall that's going on over there? That is a cool lava effect. I mean, I don't know how he did it. I have ideas on how he must have done it. But I will say that looks surprisingly realistic considering. I mean, he's got steam coming off of it. It's got kind of a, you know, it's rock yet it's hot, not rock kind of look. I mean, I don't know. It's damn near perfection. I do say so. That was it, like absolute garbage. Stay out of the shit. Stay out of the shit. Ugh. Oh man, that was garbage. Okay, well, not my best. All right, well, let's try to do better. Okay. Settle in there. Settle in there! Just a little too far. Got kind of a little quickie with that one. That was not my best. Hearing that, I think a lot in the stream today, that this was not my best, that was not my best. I think the obvious answer is because I'm not really playing my best right now. That's okay. Let's have a nice chill day here before the big game. All right, 5 feet. Okay. All right, well, not my best turning into par is not bad. I did have a couple bogeys on the front. Know how hot this golf course would be in real life? Like, if you really play this golf course, I imagine it must be like 3,000 degrees standing this close, right? Like, I'm always thinking of those, like, Discovery Channel, National Geographic, where the guy standing next to the lava is, like, poking it with some kind of stick, and he's in full blast gear, right? Welders' helmets, I mean, like, the whole deal. All right. Okay, let's see what this green looks like. What in the hell? What the hell is that? So the whole thing's on a plateau minus a little hole? I gotta see this. I don't know what to say about that. Like, where's this hole? So there's like a big pit right there. Freaking weird, man. All right, well, we really want to avoid that pit. I think that is painfully obvious, huh? Well, definitely not going to hit the pit like that. That is garbage. Holy hell, I hit that bad. Wow, that was bloody freaking terrible. All right, well, let's keep this club in our hands. Try to hit a Brandon low chip here. 28. So 28 is 80 some feet. Oh, not nearly hard enough. Not nearly hard enough there. That was on contact there too, so you didn't see the screen, I did, and I towed a chip there, which is pretty disgusting, especially since it was a chip. All right, well, it doesn't get any flatter than this. So this entire green then, just so weird. So you can see it in the background here. This entire green is absolutely level, minus a giant gaping hole in the middle of it. Otherwise, it's dead flat. 14 feet. All we gotta do is hit it straight here, and we got this. Too hard. Yep. Missed a dead flat putt for bogey. Rarga! Stupid. So, I mean, why do that on a golf course? I mean, I have speculation what I think he's trying to do there. What I'm going to guess the author had intended there is to go ahead and put the pin in that little hole, right? So if you put the pin in that little hole, all of a sudden you can make a hole in one. All you have to do to make a hole in one is hit it within, you know, maybe 10 feet of the hole, and everything slopes back into the hole. Like, that'd be my guess. We played this on Sundays, but if I change the pin positions, I bet there's one that it's in there. Get up that hill. Big bounce. Big bounce. Now get up and stay up. That's going to stay up that hill. All right. First time I think I've actually gotten it to go up the hill and stay up the hill today. Certainly tried that shot a few times, and I failed it a number of times as well. All right, 120. Oh, let's go dagger attack. Ooh. Okay, down in the valley. All right, 112, down in the valley. 2.5 holes left to play. Why do you pull it so bad? Like such an idiot bag. Good God, dude. My sequencing is all loused up right now. Definitely doing some bad things right now. All right, well, 43 feet. We've had a lot of these long-ass putts today. Well, I don't think there's really a lot to this, so I'm not going to play a lot. Turn a little. All right, well, that's a good putt. I mean, I did pull it, but that's a good putt. All right, 2 to play, everybody. And we will call it a stream and get ready for the game. All right, so I got freaking lava splashing up in front of me on the tee box. Like that wouldn't scare the ever-living bejesus out of you in real life, right? Come to a golf course and you see liquid hot magma bouncing up at you. Like that'd be enough to make you swing quick. All right. All right, two more drives. That was not a very good effort. Sit. Oh, you are not going to sit. Instead, you're going to go right into that shit on me. Now I am screwed. Now I've got a deep rough lie, 175. It's really more like 190. I mean, I'm going to hit hybrid here because I don't think there's a chance I could hit it hard enough out of this line. That deep rough is going to kill me. It's going to kill me dead. Oh, Brandon. Nice shot, you idiot. So I hit it thin. So I hit that ball thin, and because of that, it did not get up in the air, and because it did not get up in the air, it did not clear that hill until it impacted the hill. So, all right, gotta get this thing up and down now. Another pull because I'm freaking stupid. Spin back. Come on. Oh, man. Going a little too quick now, probably, but boy, I'm just speeding through this is what's happening. All right. Where are we at? We are at -3. We were at -4 at one point. We backed up 1, and now we're going to make this to avoid backing up 2. All right, I'm going to make a putt here. 19 feet downhill. Come on. Come on! Damn it! I mean, I realize this is a chill round, so I shouldn't take this too seriously, but I'm just upset about missing putts. That one there, I read that one perfect. I just did not give it enough. Or I should say I read it perfect, I just gave it too much, which is what I did. So, and there's a bogey, so we go from 4 under back down to 2 under par. As we come to the final 18th hole. Look at that, that's a gorgeous little hole though. A very classic finishing hole in golf, right? Whether you put your hazard on the left or you put your hazard on the right, classic finishing hole in golf means you put a giant hazard and take one side of the entire hole out of bounds. And, you know, of course, use it to hit a good shot. I think a Bay Hill 18, I think a Sawgrass 18. I mean, there's a lot of other popular ones, but those two jump to my head immediately. I'm a big fan of Chaska Town and Country in Minneapolis, South Minneapolis. Their 18th hole, same one. Got the giant marsh on the left there. That is going to be trouble on the left, I think. Yep, that's got to come down. Come back down off those rocks. Come on. No, that's going to be out of bounds. Inner OB. Great. Well, I was going to put a negative round up there. I was going to go low, put a nice low round up on the board, and that drive pretty much stops that from happening. That one's going to murder me. Oh no, I did it again too. Oh, I got a better bounce this time. Will it be in bounds? That's the question. It is not. Yep, all right, well. Brandon hit it for bogey on top of this hill. Yeah, it was going to be under par. Now it will be over par because there's just no saving it. So, shoot. Well, if that goes into the lava, I can triple bogey out. Instead, it is, I don't know what they're going to call that. Huh. Play it as it lies? Yeah, I think not, dear sir. They're not going to let me option this. I have to play it as it lies. Wow. Well, I mean, I deserved whatever just happened here, so that's fair. But this is a joke. Because there's no way to hit that out, yeah. All right, so this is, I put triple concede on. This is my triple bogey shot, so I gotta hold this out to prevent the concession. That was the wrong club, even if I didn't shank it, because I didn't care, because of the deep rough lie, so. There it is, look at that. That is embarrassing and stupid, and it ended up +1. I was 4 under, and then I went bogey, bogey, and double, triple at the end for a +1 round. So that is a joke. That's okay. Again, it was a chill round. I just wanted to see what it looked like, and it's pretty neat. Would I go back? Sure. I think it's cool looking, and it's neat enough to go back. I don't think I play it all the time, because I don't think it's gimmicky, which is not bad, but it could be more gimmicky, actually. I would like more gimmick, not less gimmick. So, anyways. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the stream today. Hopefully everybody enjoys the Super Bowl, and we'll see you another time.